Hey guys, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on for more great content.
How much do you practice your aim, like on a day-to-day basis? Like as a pro player, do you still feel the need to like grind a lot of hours in the deathmatch and a lot of hours in aimbots to keep your aim sharp?
Not as much as like say 5 years ago. Back then, like go back like 7 years ago, like back 2013, 2014, when I just started being a professional. I used to smash out the aimbots. It was like in between a tournament, if we're playing like 4 maps in a day, I'd be like smashing out 1k bots at least between every single like map. Like keep going and going. But now I think like all I need is just maybe like 15 to 20 minutes of deathmatch, and I'm feeling good and warmed up. So yeah, I guess it just changes over time.
Yeah, it's just sort of like I'll deathmatch like a little bit. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Like there's times where I don't feel that strong individually, and maybe I'll play more to like counter that.
Yeah.
Recently I've been feeling pretty good individually actually, so I just like I kind of DM occasionally, but I don't put too much time into it. Because I find sometimes also when I overplay, I actually play worse. I know I know there are players that say that, and it might just be placebo at the end of the day, but I know it's like a thing where, you know, sometimes you feel like you play better when you don't play as much, like overplay, or
you're more
stress
relaxed, I
yourself
suppose.
out.
You're not worried about it. You're not anxious.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's players who say like I have to play 120 hours in the past 2 weeks or else I'm bad. So like it goes both ways, and I've played with players on both sides of the spectrum. So for me, I've been on both sides. Like there's times where I had like 120 hours and I felt insane, and then there's times where I had 100 hours and I felt terrible, and then I felt better when I had like 40 hours. So yeah.
Like for the past 10 years, and every time I basically play deathmatch every day, at least half an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Like literally every day, even on off days. Always playing. Like my role was like at least play some Counter Strike every day, even if it's not much.
Yeah.
Ever since 2 months, I decided to like take it much more easy and to be like, okay, maybe after 10 years of career, maybe I have it in my wrist. It's already there. I don't need to practice it that much anymore.
Okay.
And so now I just play when I want to play, pretty much. So I play all the practice. I play a little bit outside of the game when I want to play.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't do anything else at all. Like, and weirdly enough, I'm feeling more comfortable than ever.
I mean, I know the answer to this because I played you in this aim challenge thing the other day. But how do you practice your aim, and how much do you practice your aim? Maybe not enough. No, I'm joking.
Shut up. Yeah, but I don't know, like it depends. I usually don't play a lot of deathmatch anymore. I used to do it when I was a bit younger, not so old, but yeah, I don't know. I play like at game days. I usually try to get my individual up, like playing deathmatch, aimbots, just to get warm up. Not really to like train like I'm gonna be like super on point, so to say, because I think it's more value nowadays to have like good knowledge over the game and just focus on the gameplay, like, you know, tactics and all that. Just get that. You don't need like, I don't think you need like this super flashy aim.
Depends on what kind of day it is. If it's before game day, I play, or lately I've started playing aim labs.
Okay.
So I played that for 30 minutes, and then I play aimbots and deathmatch. On normal days, it's mostly aimbots and deathmatch that goes. It's my routine to warm up for.
Is there a specific number of kills you go for in aimbots?
Kind of go until I feel like my hand is like it goes where I want it to go. You know, like I start off slow and then I start flicking faster, and until like I hit like 50 in a row without missing, then I'm like, okay, deathmatch time.
Okay.
I think I definitely have a routine every day that I've more implemented recently than before. I think before I would just do aimbots, maybe a little bit DM, but now it's more of like a regimented actual like thing I do every single day that we practice, and even on off days. I think it's important to stay on point individually, because these days it is obviously important, or not as important, to have aim, but I think that everyone has to pull their weight to a certain extent, because there are going to be situations where you have to get the kills and you have to get those easy kills. And the only way to maintain that consistency is by honing that skill. And even if you
Yeah.
have that skill, you can still lose it by not like continuing to do it. So I just play like not that much, maybe like 1,000 aimbots kills, which is like I go between M4 and AK, and then I do like 300 to 400 deathmatch kills every single day. That's like my basic routine, and sometimes I'll even add in like 30 minutes of retake or executes.
I'm still grinding away to improve it. I think, especially for me, since I have to put in so much extra time for demo watching, I don't have as much time as I'd like to just, sit back and deathmatch, but I've still been trying to grind as much as I can because I don't really think it's about maintaining your level. Once it gets to a certain point, I still feel like there's a small chance, like there's always room for improvement, and whether it's 1% or 0.01%, I'm still going to do everything I can to improve it as much as I can, and all I can really do is deathmatch and aim bots as much as I can, but most of my time is dedicated obviously to watching demos and making strats, and there's not much time for aim, so I do what I can. But I think it's important that everyone focuses on those aspects as well.